Hi guys, my name is Jeff Gamble. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I wanted to share with you real quick. I've actually partnership with Maureen Kelly. We've actually known each other for quite some time. We actually met in 2015 at a internet conference and ended up sitting right next to her. Found out she was in the mortgage business as well as myself. We had a ton of stuff in common. We've always stayed in touch and kind of been good friends, and I actually credit her for bringing me into the John Maxwell program. If you don't know who he is, amazing person. We actually went to that training. She was actually the person who told me how to get involved, and I'll be forever grateful and thankful. But we've decided to partnership on a completely separate project, and we just needed a huge favor from you. We want you to hear out what we're doing, so if you happen to come across the right person, you can actually refer them to us. Just to kind of give you my background of how I came to this point and why I'm excited about this opportunity that we're actually working on and what we're doing, is I made a ton of financial mistakes growing up. To start with, I got married real young at 19. I decided to quit college, which was not a good idea, especially because my mom's a school teacher and my dad is a college professor. So I came home and said, hey, I want to go self-employed and I'm going to quit school. They were not happy. But I did that. And unfortunately, when I was self-employed, I didn't have insurance right off the bat, and I found out I was sick. I found out I had cancer. So I ended up in the hospital for about a year, 2 surgeries, chemotherapy. Thankfully, I lived. I came out on the other side, and I'm okay. But I owed all the money, almost $250,000 in bills from the medicine and the hospital, and everybody who walked by charged, $3,000. But I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to file bankruptcy. I decided I was going to fight my way out. I started watching a lot of late night TV. Came across Charlton Sheets, No Money Down, anybody can make money in real estate, and I ended up getting a hold of his program, and I ended up becoming a real estate agent and a real estate investor because I thought, well, real estate can make enough money to pay this off. I can fight my way out, and I started doing that. I ended up buying 18 houses and flipping 18 houses in 36 months. Unfortunately, what I was not prepared for was 2007 and 8. 2007 and 8 came, and the bottom dropped out of the real estate mortgage business. Some of you already know this. And I woke up one day to find out that 9 of my commissions weren't going to close, $70,000 for the month that was kind of important to sleep indoors and keep eating. And I didn't have the money. So one thing led to another, and everything kind of crashed around me. And I found myself at 29 in front of an attorney. And he said, look, you have these 3 choices. Choice number 1, you can move somewhere we can't find you. Choice number 2, you can win the lottery, maybe more than once. And choice number 3, you might have to file bankruptcy. And unfortunately, that's what I had to do. I had to file a Chapter 7. I owed almost $3 million, which was so deep there was no payment plan for that. And I had to start all over again. And what I ended up doing, the day out of bankruptcy, the day after it discharged, I ended up pulling my credit report, all 3 credit bureaus, called a friend of mine who was in the mortgage business. I said, I need my bureaus right away. And he was like, why? Are you going to try to buy something? I said, no, I want to start fixing and repairing my credit right away. And what I did over the next 7 months is I put a 6-step system together to put my credit back together. I ended up accomplishing it. Of course, my scores were horrible in the beginning, 400 and something, just over 5. And 7 months later, my scores were a 691, just over 700, and a 729. I got known in the industry as the credit guy. I got known as somebody who could help people pull themselves out of this situation. And I've talked to hundreds, probably even thousands of people now at this point about credit. And this last December, good friends of mine actually brought a company to me called FES. FES stands for Financial Education Services. The reason they brought it to me is because I had this background, and they said, look, we want to share with you what we're doing. The company's actually 14 years old. It's out of Farmington Hills, Michigan, which is a suburb of Detroit. For those of you who don't know, some of you who are in Michigan, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. And what they did is Mike and Paramel, the guys who started the company, one was financial background and the other one was a programmer. They put together a system to basically put people's credit back together. And they have a lot of services that actually support that under one membership. So credit repair is number 1 that we do. We also have a program that helps with building credit. Some people don't know how to build it, so we have a builder program, how to get a credit card, how to get a secured card, how to put it together. We have in-house credit attorneys to help out with harassment, litigation, payment plans, settlements, those kind of things. We partnership with Smart Credit. Smart Credit is like Credit Karma. It gives you all 3 bureaus and your scores and updates, minute to minute. We partnership with a company called LifeLock. Most people know who that is. It's the #1 marketed identity theft program. Obviously, if you're going to fix your credit and get back on track, you want to make sure it stays that way. We partnership with another company called Debt Zero. Debt Zero shows a spreadsheet, shows you how to get out of debt faster, what to do in what order. My Care Plan is wills and trusts, and you can get updates regularly on those things. Also, a company and a service called My Care Plan feeds into Financial Lockbox. Financial Lockbox basically is a list of every single document you'd ever need to start over again. And what you're able to do is upload all those documents to one place in a secured server with basically a passcode and a beneficiary. So that way, in case of a fire, theft, you'd have to start over again. You could press a button and get all those things back. Very cool program. We have a training program, an education program called Your Family Mint, teaching kids, about financial services. We also give a portion of these memberships away to scholarships. And then we have 3 savings plans. We have a savings plan for travel. We have a savings plan for prescription cards, and we have a savings shopping plan, portal to go through. And that all basically combines together into what we call the protection plan membership. Like I said, the focus and the energy is on credit. That's what we help people do. That whole system, all of those services are packaged together for $89 a month. It is month to month, and there's a one-time $99 startup fee. So for somebody who wants to enter the program, it's $188 the first month, under $200 to get started, activate all the services, start the credit repair itself, and then $89 a month to month, until they get to where they need to go. A lot of people ask, how long does that take? The typical person will see movement on their scores and in their credit. Within 45 days, they see movement, meaning it goes up and down. Some things come off, some things get finally read the right way after they've been disputed. And then I've found, this is my personal experience, this is an FES, I've found that most people get to where they need to go, 50% of them within about 4 months. That's just my history of helping people. And then another 40% of people get to where they need to go within 8 to 10 months. I found only about 10% of customers end up keeping any type of program like this longer than about 12 months. Which leads me to the second thing that we're looking for. Of course, we're looking for customers. The second thing is we're looking to partnership with people who want to make money, people who want to work part-time, who know other people who have these issues or, have this problem. If you wonder how many people have this problem, 1/3 of America has a credit score underneath 620. About 1/3 of America has a credit score underneath 720 down to 620, and another 1/3 of America has a credit score above 720. Above 720. So it's 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Starts 620 and below, then 720 and below, and 720 and above. So 1/3 of America needs it, 1/3 of America can use it, and 1/3 of America could probably help some other people. If you happen to be one of those people, there's 3 types of people we're looking for, both silent partner, spare time, and part-time. The first type of person is just somebody who wants to help out customers. Here's how the customer side works. I'll just tell you real quick. The $99 initiation fee is basically given to the salespeople as their commission for finding the person and signing them up. The corporate just forwards that on to you. So it's $100. It's actually, they gave you an extra $1. $100 per person. You also receive $12 a month for every residual person that comes on board. So there's a tremendous amount of money to be made in just helping people put their credit back together. The second type of person we're looking for is somebody with business-to-business experience. That's somebody who approaches companies. Mortgage companies can be set up for this service, branded to them. Real estate companies, auto dealerships, accountants, financial planners. The list goes on and on. If you know anybody that deals with credit, we can set up that entity to deal with this program. And the third type of person we're looking for is a recruiter trainer. Somebody who might be interested in management, somebody who might be interested in leadership. We're actually looking to bring on thousands of reps nationwide to be able to market these services and market this program and actually support us with the training and marketing of that sales force. So if you have some interest in that, please get back with Maureen. We've partnership together. I know she knows a lot of great people I'm here and available to help out as well. So if you want some information on how this all works or have any questions, please feel free, reach out to her, get her on the phone so she can get me on the phone, and we'll help out with whatever we can. Thanks so much for watching, and we look forward to helping somebody if we can. Thanks.